Your first home is not going to be your last home. And this is something that I have told all the first-time home buyers I have worked with in the 10 years of my career. So in this video, we're going to talk about the right kind of mindset you need to have when you're buying your first home. So keep watching. Hey everybody, this is Kenny Tabassum, your real estate broker from Greater Toronto area. So when you're buying your first home, it's a really exciting time. And it's a very emotional time because you've been saving for your down payment for a long time. You have been preparing yourself for the time when you can finally move into your first home. So there's a lot of excitement in the process. Now at the same time, you have certain requirements and certain criteria that you have to follow, and the budget, which is the most important one. Now, when you're buying your first home, it's probably the most challenging one comparing to if you're buying your second and third home. And the reason behind this is because when you're buying your first home, you are probably working with a limited down payment because that's all the savings that's coming from you. You are probably at the early stages of your career, so the income is still good, but it's gonna get better with the time. On the other hand, when you're buying your second and third home, you are working with a lot bigger down payment because you have built enough equity in your existing home and you're able to use that equity and put towards the down payment for the new home. Now, equity is basically, let's just say that you bought your home for $700,000, but after 3-4 years, the value has gone up to $900,000. So the property value that has appreciated, that's part of your equity and the down payment and the portion of the mortgage that you've been putting down. So it's obviously going to be a lot bigger amount comparing to when you bought your first home. So when you're buying your first home, the focus should be buy something which you like, which is affordable, which is meeting your criteria, spend 2, 3, 4 years, sell it, and then you can buy something bigger, better, because at that time you'll be more in control because your down payment is big and you are probably making more money so you can qualify for more mortgage. So when you're buying your first home, my advice to all of you guys is that just get into the game. Now, I'm not saying just close your eyes and buy anything. You gotta be mentally ready, you gotta be financially ready, you gotta have a stable job. Once these things are covered, then you should find something that you like, that you are comfortable living in. Spend 2, 3, 4 years, sell and get something bigger after. Because by staying on the other side of the game, when you are just renting, you're not building wealth, you're not growing yourself, you're just staying still. But the minute you buy your property, that is when you're putting yourself in a position where you can start building wealth. And believe me, I've seen this in the 10 years of my career where people started with $25,000 down payment, and then after a few years their net worth has gone up to over $500,000 because the value of the properties have appreciated. Then they were able to refinance and buy something else. That's another topic for another day. But right now, for the first-time home buyers, the objective should be get into the game, start paying your own mortgage instead of paying for somebody else, spend a few years and move on, because this is the right approach you have. And especially when you're buying your first home, you're not gonna find a perfect home. There will always be something that you'll have to compromise. And even if you go out there, look for a $2 million house, it will still not going to be a perfect home. Obviously, it's gonna look a lot better. It'll be a bigger house, but there will always be something missing in a house. So especially for your first home, don't be too picky. Be a little bit flexible, be open-minded, and keep in mind that this is your first home, but it's not going to be your last home. I hope this video was useful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you soon.